Hey guys, I'm Antoinette Yvonne, the luxury nomad, and this is my Van Zion. A tremendous goal of mine was to break away from the norm and live life how I desire and where I desired it to be.
We are now walking through the city of Jerusalem.
Who would have thought this ex-expat would be living in a van full-time, exploring more of her own backyard? Still, in my freshman year of van life, the past 6 months on the road has been challenging. Have I gone camping before? Yes. Have I gone camping before by myself? No. Do I know what I'm doing? Heck no. But I'm still doing it anyways. Yet worthwhile. As a full-time digital nomad and entrepreneur, the top 2 questions I receive are, what do you do for work to live so free? Lysandra Winter Smiley and Chef Newell and pretty much all of y'all ask, what do you do? And how can I do it too? So today we're answering your questions. Join me on today's video as we normalize the luxury to live free, despite our fears. Cheers to doing it anyways. But before we get into today's video, I want to thank FlexJobs for partnering with me on a portion of this video. Stay tuned for more information on how you can find remote jobs that fit you best. Okay, so typically people crave change and explore this digital nomadism for various reasons. The most popular is freedom, location, financial, and professional freedom. My first encounter of a digital nomad lifestyle was when I lived in Spain back in 2013. I met a girl from Jersey who worked for one of the leading pharmaceutical companies. Her success story was having convinced her employer to let her travel anywhere in the world and still keep her job. It blew my mind because I didn't know things out there like that existed, and that was back in 2013. And ever since then, I had this goal in mind that I too wanted to become a digital nomad. And although it took me some years to get here, it confirms that timing is everything. God's timing, to be exact. Hallelujah. So if you are new to this whole digital world, you're probably wondering, what is a digital nomad? Digital nomad is a free-spirited soul who works from co-working spaces in Bali, coffee shops in Amsterdam, beachfront villas in Mexico, or a van here in Indiana. They earn a salary by any means necessary, all while depending on a reliable internet connection. The first reported DG, or digital nomad, was Steve Roberts, author of Computing Across America. His coast-to-coast journey across the U.S. on a recumbent bike while running a company helped the world access the internet in a greater capacity. Now digital nomads over time have gained the mobility to live this lifestyle, all with the advancement of the internet. Okay, so now that we've finished with the appetizer, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video. YouTuber Deco asks, I'm curious about the types of things people can do for work as a digital nomad. Well, Deco, hey girl, there are 3 routes you can take to be a digital nomad. Number 1, corporate America. Number 2, freelance and contracting work. Number 3 is the entrepreneurial route. So let's talk about this first route, corporate America. Tip, this is for whoever needs to hear this. Not everyone has the desire, nor the drive or the devotion to work for themselves or hustle and bustle like the other 2 routes. It is perfectly fine to want the security that a corporate America job can give you. And believe it or not, remote jobs in the corporate sector are out there. Also, not all corporate remote jobs require special skills like web development, app development, CEO specialist, or programming. There are customer service and tech support jobs. There's online and language teaching jobs. I actually know a couple of van lifers who have taken this route. Tanaj from Tino and Tanaj, or Tanaj and Tino, one of the 2, teaches foreign kids online. I unfortunately don't know about the logistics of teaching online. I'm just throwing options out for y'all. If you guys want more information, I would highly suggest you reaching out to Tanaj from Tino Tanaj on Instagram. It's above me now. There y'all have it. And another great corporate job that's out there now, since social media is a big thing now, there are social media managers that companies are actually looking for nowadays. Yeah. I think that we all can agree that COVID has forced some companies to rethink their office structure. We know that pretty much anything can be done online. I mean, obviously not anything, but pretty much anything can be done online. Come on. We don't need 1,000,001 face-to-face meetings. Zoom. Hello. Okay, YouTuber Kanisha P asks, how did you get your start? What do you do when you just start out, as you usually can't make money right away? Do you just save money beforehand and hope you make it in the digital space? Well, Kanisha, with the route of sticking with corporate America, you don't... Okay, first of all, it's always a good practice. Always a good practice to save and stack. Always a good practice. So let me put that out there, okay? However, if you are sticking with the corporate sector and still want to be remote, you don't necessarily have to save up a ton of money to work from the road, because you would transition into that corporate job from wherever you're at. But with corporate, it's just a matter of finding the right position for you. You can find remote jobs in the corporate sector on pretty much all online job search portals, like LinkedIn, you have Indeed.com, you have Monsters.com. Is Monster still a thing? Monsters.com? I haven't, oh my gosh, Monsters.com. I don't know if it's still a thing, but Monsters.com. Or my favorite, and the partner of today's video, is FlexJobs. FlexJobs is an online job subscription site that helps you find a better way to work. Literally, that's their motto. Finding a better way to work. What they've done is connected with companies all over the world to exclusively share their job openings with FlexJobs paid subscribers. That is a lot to say. Subscription with FlexJobs paid subscribers, that's just too much. Okay, but seriously, you'll find jobs that can't be found on Indeed.com or Monsters.com. Did we figure out if Monsters was still a thing? Oh, Monsters. I remember that back in the day in my 20s when I was looking for jobs and stuff. Monsters. Oh, Lord. You crazy. Anywho, I actually still have a membership with FlexJobs that they've been taking out of my account annually. I never shut it off. I know I'm just handing money out, but I do believe in FlexJobs. It was a great search tool when I was in the market. So if you are interested with signing up with FlexJobs, click the link in the description box below. Use my promo code FlexLife. Get it? vanlife, FlexLife. And you can get up to 30% off your subscription. Okay, so the next option and nomadic route is to become a freelancer or contractor. A freelancer is essentially a person who does work for themselves but takes on contract work from companies and organizations. Examples of this can include writing or copywriting for blogs, magazines, etc. You know, like Carrie from Sex and the City, photography or videography, becoming a language translator, a designer, whether it's web design, interior, app design, or pretty much anything you can offer a contracted service to a company for. There's a very popular site called Fiverr, Fiverr, like high five, Fiverr, that I've personally used and contracted freelancers for my business. Also sites like Upwork.com, freelancers.com, and Guru.com. There's tons of sites for freelancers, but those are just what I know. Okay, so lastly, but definitely not least, and pretty much my favorite and the route that I took to the nomadic lifestyle, is the entrepreneurial route. Did nobody tell you to come and hang down on my little shoulder? Get back up there. Rude. Okay, well, hang down a little bit for the aesthetics. Anywho, YouTuber MWB123. Okay, MWB123 asks, what did I miss? Are you still an FA? Flight attendant. Well, darling, you missed a lot. And no, I am not. However, this is my first time addressing it publicly. My last flying trip as a flight attendant was back in March 2020. Is that when the pandemic happened? Yeah, March 2020, because it was just as the pandemic was hitting, and we've been in the pandemic for a year now and trying to get over it. Okay, yeah, I think March 2020. And I officially hung up my wings August 2020. So it's been almost a year since I have not been a flight attendant. Again, this is the first time that I am addressing it publicly. I know 2,300 of you were here during my FA journey. Thank you for that. Y'all are the real MVPs. Y'all been holding it down. Lysandra Winter Smiley and Chef Newell and pretty much all of y'all ask, what do you do? I am officially a starving entrepreneur. JK, LOL. Here's the thing. My time as an FA, it was cute. But I knew that it wasn't going to be my end all be all, nor did I see myself climbing up the internal airline ladder. My desire for freedom and to become my own boss was just far too great. But girl, you didn't have a boss on the plane. What is you talking about? Yes, this is true, but that wasn't enough for me. I still had to report to somebody. I still had to request vacation off, and there was still a cap on how much money I could make. I had mentally checked out 2 years prior. My soul and my spirit had already transitioned, and I could physically and emotionally feel the shift. I just didn't know when it would take place and how it would transpire. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm getting to that question question, I promise. I was setting myself up to make that jump. So in 2019, I officially founded my first company, Globally Abroad. It is a study and travel abroad company whose mission is to transform the lives of minority teens into global citizens. This is where part of my heart lies and one of my main priorities. I am also and have been a YouTuber since 2015. Maybe not a very good YouTuber, but I was a YouTuber nonetheless. Okay. So fasting forward to 2020, my time to take that leap had come. It was time to put my energy, my heart, my faith, my prayers all into both businesses. Globally Abroad and Antoinette Yvonne as a brand is now the present. So what do? There you have it. So anywho, long story long, the third route that you can take to the nomadic lifestyle is to become an entrepreneur. You can start your own business offering a service or a product, which will take time, persistence, and consistency. Or if this is your thing, you can become a digital content creator. I do both. There's YouTube, obviously what I do. There's Instagram, there's TikTok. You can start your own blog. There's OnlyFans. They make the big bucks, honey. Or any other platform that's out there. But as I said, no matter which of the two routes you can take, it still will be time, persistence, and consistency. You may also get lucky and go viral. That ain't happened to me, but you know, there's people that just went viral. My only advice when it comes to that route as a digital content creator is that you make sure that there's some substance behind it. Meet a need, provide value. And I hope this video is. Okay, so now that we know that being a digital nomad is not as unattainable as people may think, I'm going to briefly go over how I actually achieve being a digital nomad in a technical sense. Plain and simple, I need Wi-Fi, and I achieve this by having 3 different items. Number 1, my WeBoost cell phone booster. This booster makes my signal stronger as long as I have at least 1 bar. It was installed in the van by the company who built out my entire van, and the link is below to get the exact one I have. Item number 2, my visible network plan and my Verizon Wi-Fi pack. I do have an entire video of how I get unlimited access to Wi-Fi on the road. The cards will be up top here. Be sure to click on it. I swear by this visible plan and I swear by my Verizon Wi-Fi jetpack, and I will never leave home without it. And lastly, my Surfshark private VPN service. This VPN protects my personal information if I utilize a public Wi-Fi connection. Hashtag game changer. And I have that peace of mind knowing that if I'm working at a coffee shop or somewhere using somebody's public Wi-Fi, then my personal information is protected. I know that someone may hack into the system, but because I have my private VPN on, they can't get access to my bank information. They can't get access to my passwords. None of that. I've recommended this to you guys in another video, but I'm no longer recommending. I'm telling you, get you the Surfshark VPN. Be sure to click on the other link in the description box. Use my promo code AYvonne and get 83% off your monthly subscription plus 3 months for free. If you're looking for a more detailed version of how I use the Surfshark or why I use Surfshark, then I will leave that video here in the cards above. We had to get up from that little spot, y'all. I've been sitting down working all day pretty much. Oh my God. So pretty much digital nomadism is the fast and growing lifestyle that we see in this day and age, right? It's really confirmation that there's really something special to it. I believe that people are just way more motivated to work from anywhere they choose versus being cooped in a 4, 5, 6, however many walls an office has. Although we digital nomads enjoy the freedom and the flexibility and everything that comes with it, it's not always peaches and cream, rainbows and roses. It's sometimes blood, sweat, and tears, literally. You may still be convinced that this digital nomadic lifestyle is for you. Sure, you're right, but I know that it's not for everyone. Be sure to do your due diligence in finding if it's for you or not. So here are a few steps to determine just that. Number 1, sign up for my newsletter. I always give tips, tricks, and resources that I don't give on any of my platforms to my new... Oh, okay. Thank you. That gave me a fright. I always give tips, tricks, and resources to my newsletter subscriptions, things that I don't share on YouTube. But number 2, flex jobs is where it's at. If you are looking to stay in the corporate field or looking to dabble into some contract gigs, then be sure to click on the link below to sign up for flex jobs. Site has honestly been a great tool to have. And number 3, if you are looking to learn a new skill to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey, then Skillshare will be your best friend. I've taken some beneficial courses on this platform that has helped me in my editing, my writing, my public speaking, my storytelling. I will also leave that link below for you to get your first month off free. All right, so after a few minutes of putting the moonshade up, we have got to put this bike up. And once the bike goes in there, because it's pretty much crammed in there, I can't get in the back. I'm out of breath. So I need to be sure that everything that I have from the back is up front with me. This is a lot. Pack up, set up, pack up, set up, pack up, set up, pack up. It's too much. That's why when you're somewhere you want to stay for a while, enjoy that time, because the setup and pack up, it's too much. Guys, remember when I said that once I put the back up, I needed to be sure that everything I had from the back is up front that I needed? Well, yeah, I needed to go in the back. I realized that it was just much too muggy, and I was moving around too much to keep on those tight old jeans, and I was just sweating. I couldn't move. It was like leather. It was like and I just couldn't do it. I had to go change in the back with all this crap back there. We did it. I'm out of breath, but it's just too much. I'm realizing that if I get a bike, then I cannot have it in the middle of the walkway. Nada. I would definitely need to get a bike rack because this is just too much. If you don't know what I'm talking about as far as having a bike, then you missed the last video. Go on over and watch it. Guys, look at the lake. I love it. So we have Pokagon State Park, and that is, as I was saying the other day, where the toboggan ends, right there. I'm trying to do 2 things here at once and hold my things and vlog at the same time. Got my little backpack on. So cute. But I love Pokagon State Park, literally. It has such a family homey feel. I think I've mentioned this before, that I've been coming here since I was a little girl. 5, 6, 7 years old. We would either stay at the inn here or rent the cabins out yonder, and it's a great area. I remember one year we rented a pontoon boat, and it was so lovely. Just finished doing a couple hours of work, but I'm about to get on the road. But I don't think I've ever showed you the inn and the lake and anything like that. Angola, Indiana is where Pokagon State Park is, and the inn is Potawatomi Inn, and that's what you see in the back. Next to the dining area, where they have some pretty decent food. It's been better the past years, but I'm assuming COVID has just knocked everybody off their game, understandably. Next to the dining area, you have this comfortable seating area where I typically like to go when I'm here and do work. The couches are comfortable, have a little footrest, outlets, the Wi-Fi is typically good, but today it was whack, so I had to use my jetpack, which I'm not complaining about, paying for it, right? Yeah. They have this lovely like long sunroom area where you could see inside the dining room, or you can also see outside to the lake and all the greenery and grass area where you can do picnics and all that cute stuff. The inn is fairly old. Some areas have been upgraded, some have not, but you don't come here to get a modern, fancy, luxury stay. You come and get the friendly family cottage feel, and that's why I love coming here. I'm sitting at this fire pit, and throughout nighttime they do have this fire going, which is lovely. We typically stay in the patio areas right there. We have bike trails going all this way as well that leads down that way, and it's pretty much, obviously it's a state park, so it's land on land on land. I purchased this year for the first time an annual pass to the state park, so every time I come in here, or any Indiana state park for that matter, it's free. It's only $50. Why not? They do have a pool a sauna, was a steam room. Yeah, a sauna that the girls love going to. I used to too when I was a little girl. Ooh, that helped warm me out. All right, guys, it's time to get on the road again. Whew. It's a lovely 2-day camping trip. So lovely. All right, guys, I think my assignment is complete. Came, conquered, camped out for 2 days, smashed my work goals, business development, content, Zoom meetings, emails, and I may just be good for the next week. However, I'm not going to let that stop me and deter me from creating and having that buffer between weeks. As always, guys, I appreciate y'all. You actually clicked on this video for a reason. Do not forget to utilize the links in the description box. Everything that I've listed and stated in this video will be linked below, as well as the link to my schedule for a one-on-one Pick My Brain session. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to grace your screen, but don't forget, guys, we are still normalizing the luxury to live free. YouTuber Papo asks, hey Papo, do you find yourself committed to routines and schedules to keep all of your daily activities on track, such as work, health, hobbies, interests, etc.? You know, I try my hardest to keep a schedule, but 7 months in, I'm still finding it difficult to have a daily routine to where I wake up at a certain time, work out at a certain time, do this at a certain time. However, there are some days and some weeks where I can keep a consistent schedule. However, when I'm with a group or in a community of van lifers during that period of time, it is extremely difficult to keep a routine and schedule just because there's that FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. So that's something to think about. We about to get down to the nitty gritty, yardy. Oh God, that scared me. Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to get it together, okay? Because we filming and we trying to be cute. So YouTuber PP Dunnigan asks, do you work 8-hour days? Do you have side jobs? Would you work season jobs? No, and no. So I work as many hours as it takes for me to get my jobs done. That is the luxury of working for yourself. Also work as few hours as I need to rest and have that balance. I don't have any seasonal jobs, nor do I plan on having seasonal jobs. Where you gonna go, huh? Wanna stay over there or stay over here? Let's put you over here, because you ain't about to get on my nerves today. All right, y'all already know that once we get in my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. Hey y'all! So YouTuber Valerie A asks, can you work a consistent 6 or more hours on the road without any interruptions? Yes you can. And it's pretty simple actually. There are days when I don't need and can't have any distractions, whether it's taking Zoom calls all day, whether it's editing, whether it's planning, whether it's doing whatever I need to be doing, and I don't need distractions or I can't have distractions. And it's pretty much based on wherever you park. But if you're asking for you because you have a job to where you need to be somewhere logged in, showing that you're logged in for 6 or more hours, then it's definitely possible. So we are back in the van life corner, okay? And maybe we should like do a little series, van life corners or something like that. I don't know. Okay, YouTuber Trinidad Thomas asks, thoughts on how to work around needing a physical address for billing purposes. For example, if you need to invoice someone. So with this, I did create an entire in-depth video of how I receive mail, and I will link it in the card above. But to make a long story short, there's always ways around something, right? The post office service, they have an option if you get a P.O. box to have a physical address. Another option is there are mail services that actually give you a physical address, scan your documents, and you can access them online. Obviously, that's a fee, but that's another option for you.